Good evening. This is Cub reporter Ken Cordero coming to you live out of Middletown, Rhode Island, in the former United States of America. Today's date today is October 17th, 2012, in the year of our Lord. And my email address is kencordero@americanonline.com. And I'm being sponsored today by my good friend Christina Curtin, who is a creative designer of fashion jewelry out of Mystic, Connecticut, for 2400 degrees F, and her number is 1-860-463-4631. Now, today I'm going to start off from something in our local paper from Monday. Last Saturday was the homecoming dance at Middletown High School. And I guess the students were dancing to, sexually suggestive. They were grinding each other. Whatever happened to some common decency, I don't know. But that's not the main problem here. Although, I guess 200 students sat down to protest. They canceled the dance early. But I think what a bigger problem is than this dance is the homecoming celebration Saturday was the first dance where the Middletown School Department implemented its new policy, of course, another new rule and regulation. They can't just let kids be kids, of requiring every student to undergo a breath test before he or she was admitted. Whatever happened to these kids' Fourth Amendment rights of unreasonable search and seizure? I mean, now if it's a liberal cause, like Jessica Alquist up in Pawtucket, up in Cranston, the ACLU is all over that. She was disturbed because she had to walk by a banner that said, "Our Heavenly Father." Here, 400 students, the rights just trampled. And no positive readings for alcohol were recorded. Whatever happened to limited government? Or is that just because this is for actual everyday American citizens? It doesn't matter. And the real problem is, the school superintendent, the police chief, they all agree with this. They want to take away your rights. Nobody's sticking up for these kids' rights. School superintendent or the police chief. Now you have to remember, this is a town, Middletown, where you can't go to the beach if it's dark, because you might get arrested, because there's no parking signs telling you to stay away from the beach. So if you can't park down there, I guess you can't go down there, and if you do go down there, they're going to tell you to get off. Whatever happened to your rights? Of course, that's because you're an actual American citizen who probably actually works in Middletown and pays taxes. But if you're a criminal illegal alien, we'll bust you down for free from Providence, and you can stop anywhere you want. You can stop in a couple hundred feet in front of my house. You can stop right in front of the town hall. Oh, anywhere. Because you're a criminal illegal alien, we're going to pay for you to come down here for free. I wish somebody in my town government, would actually stand up to the state, tell them to get these people out of here. Let them step in Providence. You know what Providence is now? Rhode Island is a third world country. Providence is third world, parts of that. People don't even speak English up there. And these people think it's all right. They can bust them down here. There was a girl a couple of years ago, she was like 15, she got kidnapped down like a mile from my house by a criminal illegal alien. Do you think anybody in the town would speak up, go, "Hey, if you're a criminal illegal alien, stay out of Middletown"? No, nobody in the town council. not the police chief, Chief Passari. This guy, I mean, I'm sure he's a nice guy, but he's got to go. Just like all these people in the town council, they got to go. They're all Democrats, or they'll tell you they're an independent, but they're not. They're all for government. Government just telling you what to do. Do you think anybody will tell the DEM, the Department of Interior, that no, you don't need a fishing license if you want to come to Middletown, or tell them to get the food police out of Middletown? If you go to the Subway, if you want to go to Wendy's, all you can see is like all these calorie counts. Oh, if you want to add this, there's so many calories. If you want to add that, let's try 9-grain whole grain bread. I don't want to be thinking about calories when I'm eating. I want to eat and enjoy my food. Do you mind? These people are just so pathetic. Whatever happened to limited government? But no, not here in Middletown. When you think about Democrats, think like dentists and cavity and decay. Because that's what Democrats do. They devalue everything. And it just slowly crumbles, and just slowly crumbles. You know, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. And unfortunately, here in Middletown and in Rhode Island, where Democrats have like ruled the state for like 70 years or something, you can't drive on a road that absolutely doesn't suck. You can't go down the beach in Middletown. You have to pay for a beach pass, and our town administrator will tell you you're getting a good deal because you only have to pay $70 for it. Although if you want to go down to Third, they'll give you one for free if you live in Middletown. But these people, I don't, and you try and talk to them, they just go, yeah, okay. So that's the story here in Middletown. They want to just take away more of your rights. I mean, you go to a basketball game now, you can't cheer. You can't like yell at the refs or nothing. You have a code of conduct. Don't be a fanatic. Where do you think the word band came from? It came from fanatic. I mean, you go to games now and it's like everybody just sits there, except of course for the coaches. They'll stand up and walk up and down like they're like, I don't know, like there's some big deal or something, like they're actually doing something. I gotta play for you coaches. Here's a play you can use. How about if somebody makes a shot? How's that? Basketball is like so pathetic now. We had this guy in the Daily News. He wrote like a few years ago. He goes, you'd have a better chance of seeing Michael Jordan play down the Hut, which is a basketball center in Newport, than you would have seen a high school basketball player make 3 shots in a row. And they've got a 3-point line. It's just like really pathetic. Okay, let's see. Where should we go to now? How about to our president, Barack Hussein Obama, a Muslim president who did nothing while our ambassadors were killed in Libya. This guy's got to go. He's got to go. Hillary's got to go. Now they're all saying, oh, well, we take responsibility for this and that. I don't see none of them resigning. These people are ruining our country. You know, I've been the working poor all my life. So I had to work all my life. I couldn't play basketball in college or anything because I had to work. And I don't mind working. What I don't like is not being free, which I am not free anymore in this town, in this state, constantly harassed. Why doesn't Hillary resign? Her and Barack Hussein Obama. He's the one that deserves to be unemployed. Him and everybody in the DEM. You know, it sounds nice. Let's save some clean air, clean water. I don't want to be paying millions of dollars for the combined sewage overflow, which happens maybe 3 or 4 times a year if it rains. And people can't go to the beach. I don't care if they can't go to the beach for a few days. I want to save millions of dollars. Do you mind? How about if somebody in government actually had the brilliant idea of driving down the price of government instead of driving everything up? Is that what you get with a Harvard education? Just spend money you don't have. That's what the president does. That's what liberals do. They're fine spending money as long as it's not theirs, as long as they can take it from you and try and tell you how they're doing it for your own good. How about if you let me be free for a change and let me go down the beach? Stop taking away the land and giving it to the birds. How would that be? I just hope Romney wins and he does what he says he's going to do. Repeal Obamacare, which is the biggest job killer of businesses. And how about actually protecting our country and protecting our military, all these volunteers, not tying their hands behind their back so they can't even have loaded weapons out in fucking the Middle East. If we drill our own oil, we wouldn't have to be over there. And you know what we're going to do? We're not going to let any of them over here. Anybody from the Middle East, they can stay over there. I don't care. If they're not over here on a visa or something, they can't bomb us, can they? They can't play terrorists, can they? And they can be over there all they want and kill each other. I'm sorry, I don't care. You know, I'm sorry about all these poor people, you know, dying, starving in the rest of the world. Everybody's got problems, you know. My last name's not Hilton. I wasn't born rich. But you know, I don't want you to tax Paris Hilton more than me either. Her parents or her grandparents worked hard to build those hotels. How about if we cut taxes and stop giving our money to the rest of the world? How would that be? How about if we put the president in prison where he belongs for fundamentally wanting to transform this country, which is not his job. His job is to preserve, protect, and defend. And the Republicans in Congress, led by Boehner, they should all go too, because they're useless. And let me say something about the Tea Party, which I'm maybe a little bit right of. No, we haven't axed enough already. How's that? We're just starting. What do you think the 2010 elections were about? When like hundreds of Democrats were thrown out of office, except here in Rhode Island because everybody's so stupid. Just a bunch of morons. They don't know the first thing about economics. Their only plan is, we'll tax you more. We'll tax you more, and it's just too bad. You better, keep working. Okay, well I'm gonna take a break now. End this. So remember, seek the Lord in goodness and simplicity of heart. And thank you for tuning in to this 37th edition of Ken Cordero, Cub Reporter.